ashes are downstairs in her
Recording
room.
is on.
Okay. Is your mom anywhere close?
She might be downstairs or at the store.
Okay. Okay. So we're going to go into this. Sorry. I was just saying, I was like, because if she comes up, we can totally channel him for her too. So we're going to go into this. So let me kind of tell you how to do this. So it's just me, but obviously it's already started. But I'm going to get a whole lot of feelings and emotions, a whole lot of pictures, movies without sound. I'm also going to get, depending on the strength of him, I think it's pretty good. But I'll also get like words and phrases that they would use, accents, things of that nature, and mannerisms as well. So we are going to go into that. Hang on. Had he not told you what was going on for a while? Had they not told you what was going on for a while?
Going on with his health issues?
Yeah.
Or, I didn't really fully understand it until I was in middle school, so.
Okay. Okay. Because I was like, well, you know, what does she feel about him? And he was like, well, you know, she didn't know about it for a while. And I'm like, okay, hang on. He had it for a really long time, though.
His kidney issues?
Yeah, hang on.
Yeah, he had gotten a kidney and liver transplant before I was born, I believe.
Yeah. Hang on. Because he's showing me, I'm like, well, when did all this start happening? And he's like, for a very long time. And I'm like, oh, this has been happening for a very long time. Hang on.
He was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when he was 9.
Gotcha. Okay. 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 Did he ever carry a little pack around with him? Or a little knapsack around with him or something like that?
He always had his jacket or like a sock like blanket that he always kept.
Constantly. Okay. Hang on. You were always my girl. You were the only thing that mattered. Were you supposed to have a brother at one point?
They were trying for 5 years for my brother, and then 2006, my mom got pregnant with him.
Okay, cool. Good. Okay, because he's like, there's a boy, and he was like, it happened for a long time. I'm like, okay. Do you feel like he took a lot of your time away from him? It's not a bad thing.
Sometimes, but I understood because he had a lot of appointments and all that.
Yeah. Okay, I don't cry during sessions because I can't get over emotional, but I'm probably going to cry during this session. So if it takes me a second to regroup, I apologize, okay? Because when I cry, I can't channel. Hang on. He said, even when you saw me at my worst, you still loved me. Hang on. What he said. Do you sleep with his blanket or something like that? Or whatever the fluffy thing is?
I have his pillow. I have his in and out shirt.
You have the shirt. That's the thing. Okay. I was like, you have the shirt. Thank you. Okay. Cool. Listen back to that before you say it when you get the recording. Okay. Oh my God. This is so heavy. This is why I do this. Hang on. I love it. She said, I don't know why. He said, I don't know why. She felt the need to protect me. Did you feel the need to protect him, even though you couldn't? Is that a thing? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to help more, but I
Yeah.
couldn't.
You couldn't. That's what he said. He was just like, she felt the need to protect me, and it's like an overwhelming like thing. I'm like, okay, hold on. He said everything kept just shutting down. Did everything just keep shutting down on him? Okay, hold on. He said, I know they. He said, I know they just don't want to believe it, but I'm just still there around them. Hang on. You can feel them though, but you want to feel them more. Hang on. Dad, why aren't you here with me right now? You've really lost your way after his passing. I mean, it's been quite a few years, but it's like, Dad, why aren't you here with me right now? And it's like these ultimate sad cries that oh, okay, hold on. Let me not sob with you. Hang on. Whoo! We have to continue this song. Hang on. Hang on. He's talking about wanting to be the really big man for you, but how small he was. Like how little he was, and he didn't like that. He's like,
Yeah.
because the way he shows me to you is like this really big guy, like protector. And he's like, but that's not what I was. That's not who I was at the end. Like, that's not who I was.
He had a huge
Ugh.
personality. He did.
Yeah, really big. He was like, I was always there. I was always positive. I was always smiling. I was there. I'm like, it's like I would even joke with the nurses. I'm like, okay, good, 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 good.
He
Did he
did.
end up going on hospice care?
Um,
Do you
he
know?
was he was in a home for a little bit. Only um because he had just God, I forgot what it was, but he had to stay in full time care for a while.
Yeah.
Um,
He says with
yeah.
his arteries. Did he have an artery issue too?
He did have a fistula on his arm, and then
Okay.
they stopped working, and so then he had to do dialysis through his chest.
Okay, that's what all this is. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Okay, because he's like, it's right here, and I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah,
They
he
had
also
to
had
put it in his
a
chest.
defibrillator pacemaker. Yeah.
That poor man. Hang
Yeah.
on. Oh my God. Hang on. He's worried about you not letting your mom in.
Yeah. We've been having problems.
That's what he says. It's like, she cares, she gets frustrated, but I'm worried about you not letting your mom in. Hang on. I'm very emotional with it. It's okay. Hang on. Did you wear some sort of bracelet for him or something like that for a little bit?
I have a necklace, and then my brother has his own necklace that he used to wear all the time. But this is
Okay.
actually like a cremation necklace, so
Okay. 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 I'm like, it's whatever it is, it's silver. And it has a
yeah.
little dangling thing on it. Okay. Cool. You'll still include him in the holidays?
I try to. I still try to at least think of him, and we talk about him all the time. And
Yeah. He's talking about, I'm still included in the family. I'm still included in the family.
yeah, we can't have a group gathering without mentioning him.
Correct. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Has it been 2 or 3 years at this point?
It's 4 years this May.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Good, good, good. Okay. Like, I asked them, like, how long has it been? So they don't give me cue cards that say, like, oh, it's been 5 or 6 years
Hmm.
time. And I'm like, it's been, quite a stint so far. Hang on.
Yeah.
Now he's mentioning this. I don't know if this is a thing yet, or maybe you don't know. Is your mom dating another guy?
Yeah, she's been dating another guy for about 3 years now. I believe she started
Okay.
dating a year after he died. So
Okay. Cool. And he's talking about that. I'm like, okay.
yeah, he's living with us currently.
You haven't fully accepted him yet. That's, you kind of just put up with it. It's okay. That's okay to do that. That's okay to do that. Hang on. He said he's a good guy. Give him a chance. You're not replacing me. Says your brother needs a dad. Your brother's younger? Yes. Okay.
5 years younger.
Dad. Okay. He's going to learn by you. That's what he's talking about. He's going to learn by you. You've gotten the brother off on a wrong foot too, not meaning that you mean to, but it's like this animosity type of feeling, that type of feeling. So yeah, calm that down. It's okay to feel that way. So, but he's talking about, he's just like, it's okay, it's fine, it's fine. It's talking about coming from a place of like you're replacing him and like forgetting him and like this whole shitstorm that goes along with it. But I don't want you to feel that way. Hang on. It says your mom needs somebody to love her. That feeling for love. I guess that's also sign language for love, right? Isn't it? Yeah, that's the whole thing. You don't feel like he's as nice to her as he was?
Her boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of iffy about him. I don't know. I've just kind of been iffy about him just ever since because he's just swooped in so fast. And I feel like my mom didn't really ask me if I was ready.
Correct. And she didn't. But she needed some person to go along with her, and she didn't. But I get it where it's coming from, but it's like a block, and I need you to feel okay with it at some point. Work your way to it. You don't have to feel it now, but he's talking about having somebody step in and take. It's not taking the place. It's just having somebody physically be there for her because she needs that. Because she still does break down over it. You know that, right?
Probably. Now I do.
I know you don't know it fully, but it's a thing. Hang on. Which it's almost like we pack it away. Hang on. So, but come on, babe. You're still dad's girl. Don't worry about it. Because you've gotten really quiet over the last few years.
Yeah.
He said, what happened to my bright star, bright shining something? Were you always very lively growing up? You're always very wild and very carefree?
Sometimes, yeah.
He said watching him get sick and go through all of that made you, hold on, let me get it back. Made you have all this anxiety and made you want to protect your brother and not know what to do about mom. It's very bewildering. You would go up there to the hospital and see him all the time?
He's talking about I tried to.
Okay.
Whenever I wasn't at school, I wanted to, or whenever we could get there.
Did he end up passing at home or in hospice care?
So he did. The first time his heart stopped, he did die down in our living room floor.
Okay, good.
And then,
okay.
Yeah, and he was in and out in the ambulance, and then we pulled life support
at the hospital. So he died. Okay, cool. Because he's talking about, he's like, I passed it home, and then he shows me with metal hospital bed bars, and like that's where it ended, but I wasn't conscious during that part. Hang on. Do you remember just thinking he was sleeping?
Yeah. Yeah, at first I thought he needed something, so or he was just making noise, so I just ignored it. Then he called out again when his defibrillator woke him back up, and then I
Yeah.
sent mom down there, and it all just went south.
And then it all went down. Yeah. He said, I'm sorry I had to do that for you, do that to you. He said you were just being a normal kid. Hang on. It was so interesting. He's talking about how with him being sick around the house, how it was just normal for you and
Yeah,
how it was just a normal thing. Like, it's like, dad's just here, like, come over here and get him a glass of water or like something like that. Like, that's just
yeah.
the normalcy of it. Oh, man. The brother was in the room whenever all this happened. Okay.
Yeah, he was down there first. He was grabbing my mom's phone, and then he dragged me downstairs. And
Yeah. He was in the room. That would make sense.
yeah.
Poor little baby. Hang on. Do y'all have a basement?
We have a loft, but we don't have a basement.
So is that a third story? Okay. Okay. Technically.
No, technically, it's 2 stories. Because it's just a loft area. Then we have my mom's bedroom, and then those two, and
Gotcha.
we have the
Okay.
garage.
Okay. Okay. Hang on. He's showing me 3. And that's why I'm like, I don't know. I'm in Houston. We only have a first and a second. Like, that's all we got. No basements, no lofts. Like, hurricanes come and then floods hit.
Yeah.
So hang on. Why don't you get back into art ever?
I because I don't think I'm good enough for it.
You may not be
I
perfect, but you do it for your soul. You don't have to do it for everybody else. You do it for you.
yeah.
Fuck everybody else. Do what makes you happy. Right? I write music on my piano for me. I don't write it so everybody else can hear it. Have you heard me once play the piano for everybody? No. I still do it though, because it makes me happy. I was talking about that. Hang on. Can you? Oh, I need you to stop. This is going to be so hard for me to say, but not at the same time. I need you to stop reliving those moments of him passing and before that, and how you should have been more attentive, or how you should have been more there, or how you should have been more on point, or how you should have said different things. Stop doing that. He's saying it's not getting any better with that. Hang on. It's like we talk to our necklace. It's like we talk to our things. Are the rest of his ashes downstairs?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, he's talking about they're down. I'm like, okay. Stop having this shoulda, coulda, woulda, and know that he's there with you now. Now, I do feel like a nobody loves me thing. Everybody loves you. Stop it. Come on. God, do you see how bright she is? She's just in this like little hole right now. I need you to be more open with yourself and honest, because you're a beautiful person, and he's talking about that. Hang on. Why? Okay. Why? And now you're alone again. You're so glad to get out what you did. Were you so glad to get out of high school?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I was so glad to get out of here, and then now we're back to ourselves again. Hang on. It's like all she does is online and then at home, online and at home, online and at home. Hang on. I need you to participate more in life. Okay? I need you to participate more in life. And when you do it, I don't want you to think that you're screwing up his name or you're screwing up his will or what he wanted. I don't want you to think that you're tarnishing his memory. I don't want you to think that when you start doing these things with other people and you have happy memories, that it's screwing him over. Okay? But you deserve it, just as he deserved to have a family and have a good time when he did. Right? With there, so you still do cry yourself to sleep at night over him too. Hang on.
I have been thinking of him a lot more lately.
A lot. Does somebody have his hospital band or something like that?
We have his last handprint. See if I can get it down. His last heartbeat and handprint.
No shit.
Yeah, the nurse got it for us.
So that's all the hospital stuff. Okay, because he's like, oh, they have all my hospital stuff. And I'm like, what is this like band? So it's like, you know, what my blood pressure is, what all this is. Okay. He said they took that after I'd passed. So they left me and my hand was still blue. They never actually took the paint off of his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. They left me and my hand was still blue. I was like, okay, hang on. Tell your mom, I know she'll see this recording. I'm going to have to push it down and I'm going to push it back to her. Tell your mom that he appreciates her going through all of this stuff with him and signing up for that and going through like she did. And she's a strong woman. She's a very strong woman. Okay? And you're a strong daughter. And just because they're past does not mean that that bond does not go anywhere. Okay? And what happens with this is, and especially with the handprint, what happens with the handprint he's talking about, he's like, and she gets transported back to those moments. I want you to see the handprint of who he was and the happiness that comes with it. I don't want you to see the handprint at the point of when it actually happened. I don't want you to see the handprint at the point of this is when we passed. This was our last heartbeat. This is this. I want you to see it all as this is what I was and how amazing it was. Okay? And how you came into the world and it was beautiful. Okay? Do you have any questions for your dad? Because he's very much still around. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay.
I was never sure if I ever said I love you before he passed, and we went upstairs, and I tried seeing him while he was in the hospital, while we were just waiting, and I don't know if he heard me or not.
That's why he comes through so much. Hang on. Wait, were you waiting with all three of them outside and you were saying it?
Everybody, all the family
or out of the room?
everybody were in a waiting room, but I actually went into the room by myself.
Okay.
But at one point, Mom pulled me and AJ in and discussed how she had to pull the plug and everything.
The only thing he shows me is the only thing he shows me right now. Wait, his mother was there as well?
Yeah, everyone was there.
Okay, cool. Because he's talking about being very concerned about his mother. Yeah. With you, oh man, baby. Man. There are no words to describe the images that I've seen. It's like you're sitting there at the head of the bed. You're standing there at the head of the bed. And you can feel the cold bars, or you can feel the coldness of the plastic, whatever that is. It's cold. It's chilly. It's like I'm sitting there, and it's like almost like the face you're making right now with the crying. It's like, I love you, Dad. Like it's this whole like breakdown moment. but there's nothing coming from him. And all you can hear is the beeping of the monitors. But it's in this moment that it's like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. But it's the hopelessness of knowing or thinking that he doesn't hear you. Did his grandpa already pass at that point?
His my great grandpa, yeah.
Okay. You're talking about
he died when I was 1.
Okay. He's talking about standing with him, but he's a lot lower than him, which means that's like a 2 steps or a step above him. So like a great grandfather. Hang on.
Yeah.
He said I didn't have many good years, but the years I had were good. And I made the best of the ones that I did. He doesn't want you to feel like he was in pain at the end. There was discomfort. But it wasn't like excruciating pain. It was more like, oh shit, this is happening. Okay. So he knows that you said it, and I want you to go right now. So in closing, I want you to I could read you for an hour. I'd be interested to read your mother. Tell your mom that I said hi. But I want you to take 10 minutes when we're done with our session. And I want you to give that pillow a hug. And I want you to tell you love him. And I want you to take 10 minutes and I want you to have a really good, nasty, snotty cry. Okay? I know it's going to be really hard. But what happens is that I channel through you to them and back to me, this whole thing. And then if you have any questions, just message me or email me. And that you may have a dream about him tonight or tomorrow, or somebody in your family may, because the channel is open and it'll gradually close. But if you have any questions, just let me know. Okay? Okay. All right, Cameron, if you need me, let me know. Take 10 minutes, okay?
Okay.
I love you, girl.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, honey. Bye, baby.